Hey guys, it's Mike Chen here in Bangkok, Thailand. Haven't really been back here exploring Thai cuisine for about 3 years. I mean, I was here earlier this year just for like a short trip to Chiang Mai, but it wasn't really a food-focused trip. So this time, the tourism ministry asked me to come, and they wanted to take me on a full-on food tour of Thailand, which of course, I said yes, and that starts right now. Let's go. All right, showing me around today, my buddy Vic, where are we going?
Chinatown.
Chinatown?
Yeah.
I've been to Chinatown a little bit last time, but you said Chinatown in the daytime is completely different
Yes.
than at night. Chinatown Part 2. We're in the edge of Chinatown right now, and the first place going to is an ice cream and noodle shop. It's been around for over 130 years. It was the first ice cream shop to ever be established here in Bangkok. We're in the kitchen now, and everything is charcoal still. So this hasn't changed much. Well, come for the ice cream, stay for the crispy noodles and crab. And these are the crispy noodles, soft on one side, toasted on the other. You put a bunch of Spam on top. Never had any noodles like this before. And the condiments they give you for this noodle is really interesting. So they give you soy sauce and they give you sugar. So in case you want it saltier and sweeter, I'm gonna just try it out on its own. These are some of the most interesting noodles I've had in Thailand. You get like 2 extremely different noodle textures in one single bite of noodles. I'm gonna go ahead and try this soy sauce sugar combo. This is some kind of chili sauce. Yep, that's chili sauce. I just sprayed some of that on my face. You should add the chili sauce and the sugar. My chili sauce has got a little vinegary flavor to it as well. Seriously, this is so, ooh, that Spam is great. This is really, really good. Actually, I'm gonna take some of my noodles and a lot of my Spam with some of this crab they cooked up. This looks amazing. That's good chili crab. Nice great over noodles, by the way. This sucker was kicking just a minute before it went into the wok. It's sweet, smoky, garlicky. This is some intense curry. This is like really not subtle at all curry. Very thick and rich. A lot of aggressive flavors in here. Wow, hang on. Come over and sit by me, you pretty plate of shao mai. This thing has crab in here as well. It gives it a nice sweet flavor. In addition to that pork, and these little crispy toasted garlics on top. I love that. These are some of the best tasting steamed noodle rolls. Not because of the rolls itself, which, I mean, they're nice and soft, steamed perfectly rolls, but there's crab meat inside this, along with some shallots, crunchy garlic, and chives. This is some of the most amazing steamed noodles I've ever had. Kid you not. If you love steamed noodles, this is a game changer. Dip in a little bit of thick soy sauce, a little chilies. Unbelievably good. This is almost like one single crab is stuffed inside each roll because there's such an abundance of crab meat. Put this on your must-try list when you're in Bangkok. Oh, I can't believe how good this is. The crab is so juicy as well. You won't be able to put this down. If you're here with a group of people, order your own serving. You won't want to share this. Unlike Rose and Jack after the Titanic crashed, I don't want to let this go. All right, got my ice cream. Homemade durian ice cream. Same recipe, 130-year-old recipe, oldest ice cream shop in Bangkok. Contrary to what you've been smelling when you walk through Chinatowns in the US, durian, when it's fresh, Doesn't smell like gem socks and onions. It does have a pungent smell. It just doesn't smell all that bad. And this ice cream is definitely a little pungent for those of you who can't handle durian that well. You're gonna definitely feel it, but it's insanely creamy and smooth. Over the last couple years, ever since my trip to Malaysia, I can really appreciate the sweet creaminess of the fruit. And if you had it before, it's already insanely creamy. This, of course, much creamier, much more refreshing. And I can see why they wouldn't change the recipe much since it was created, because this is absolutely delicious. Next time you're in Bangkok, come here, try this, try the noodles. You're gonna love it. You are, trust me. That was so fun. Great start of the day. Whenever ice cream is involved in breakfast, it just makes me happy. Next place we're going to is pretty much right down the street. What up, buddy? What a life. Okay, we're here. The bottom of this place is a flower shop. This is some sort of cafe. Look at this coffee. What the world? Coffee on top, orange juice on the bottom with ginger and orange extract. This is such a pretty cafe with all these amazing looking cakes. Where? Hello, come here, look. I'll give you a piece of chocolate. You can't eat chocolate. More for me, I guess. This is delicious. This cake tastes like a cross between like a fudge brownie and a chocolate mousse. No joke. Come here, try this. Oh, this is just not the cutest fork in the world. Looks like something you used to hunt fairies. So apparently all these ingredients used in the cake. This is great carrot cake, by the way. It's sourced from the Royal Garden, and as good as that carrot cake is, this is my jam right here. I know I shouldn't be eating this whole thing. Got a full food day ahead of me, but I can't help it. This is the best cake I had in a long time. And this cafe is awesome too. If I lived in Bangkok, I'd just be like here every day with my laptop until they probably, oh, outlets too. Until they probably kick me out. This is me trying to get a girl's attention. We're at the Untitled Chapter market. It's essentially on this train track. They started back when the train would stop around here, so people will want to serve the hungry passengers. So to this day, you still have all these vendors here serving food, noodles, soups, all sorts of stuff. The market we're at right now, this is a very local market. You don't see a lot of tourists here at all. I saw a huge line around this vendor. They're selling this fish maw soup. And if you don't know what fish maw is, they're basically like the fish's swim bladder, and it's really used a lot in soups in Asia. I will say, fish maw is an acquired taste. Not everybody wants to eat a swim bladder of a fish, but the soup is good. Very peppery and thick. And they got some blood in here as well. A little bit of mushrooms. I'll tell you what, this is a very healthy soup. It'd be even better, chilies and vinegar. That's exactly what the soup needed. It is a bit thick. It's a little acid to cut through the blood and the fish floating bladder. That probably did not sound very appetizing, but it's good. Someone just told me I put the wrong chilies into the fish maw soup. So these red chilies are supposed to be what I put in there. But it's a little more acidic. It's got a better chili flavor too. Really digging the crispy pork. The crispy pork and the roast pork. Oh my God. So the sauce they have, really hot tomato-based sauce. A little bit of chilies in here, not very spicy. It's a tad sweet, but it goes perfectly with the pork. All right, this ice cream is truly unique. They literally take an egg yolk and they wipe it all around the ice cream. I don't know exactly what that does, but I'm excited to find out. It's a very subtle eggy flavor. And what's kind of interesting is that the egg yolk, when it combines with the ice cream, it kind of solidifies into this like little thin, more chewy layer of egg. This is marvelous, by the way. And I'm not just saying that because my internal and external temperature is skyrocketing. You should come here and try this. I've never had anything like this before. It is so unique. You guys know I love noodles. Right now I'm at Jeen Crispy Noodle Restaurant, having a dish that has a pretty incredible story and history behind it. And what happened was, over 100 years ago, King Rama V was traveling by boat near this area. And when he got out the boat, he immediately smelled like some crazy aroma in the air. And like all great foodie, he followed his nose and came upon one of the ancestors of this restaurant cooking these fried crispy noodles. He asked for a taste. It immediately became his favorite noodle of all time. So that's really, really cool. And now I'm gonna be able to try these legendary crispy noodles. And as you can see, they're deep fried, really, really crisp, cooked with little shrimp, chili peppers, onions on the side. And before you eat it, you gotta squeeze some lime onto it. And for additional condiments, you get some leek and you get some sprouts. I love these noodles after the 8th chew. This is very important. When I first put it in my mouth, I tasted a bit of the lime juice. I wasn't getting much of a flavor until about after the 8th chew. That's when the slight sweetness, the hidden richness of flavor in these noodles start making a royal appearance, if you will. First of all, these noodles are incredibly thin, very crunchy. So the texture is what you really notice in the beginning. But the more you chew, you start tasting that hint of smoke, the citrus, the chilies. I love the pairing with the leek. That gives it even more aroma. But never have I had noodles that are so crispy and light and have such great depths of flavor to it. This is something you all should try in Bangkok. Not just because of the backstory, but to actually try these deliciously unique, legendary noodles. There's certain foods I've had from my travels that I always think about, and I always wish if there's the opportunity, I will go back and eat it again. And tonight's one of those nights. I'm so excited. I'm back here at the Rod Fai Train Night Market. This is one place I went to 3 years ago, and probably, at least for me, I always thought this night market had the best food of any night market I've been to in Asia. Now the locals tell me this has turned into like a pretty touristy market, but there's really only one thing I'm after at this market, and it's the last thing I ate at this place 3 years ago. I cannot get out of my mind. And I'm hoping it didn't shut down and it's still there today. I remember eating at seafood stalls like this where you can get just a massive plate of shellfish for like under 20 bucks. Still such a good deal. Oh my God, roasted durian. Never seen this before in my life. This is it, this is it. The massive pile of ribs and chilies. And I think a lot more places are selling these things now. But I remember this one is the place I ate at all those years ago. And they still have the most people. I'm gonna sit down and enjoy a massive plate of ribs and chilies. And it's gonna be meaty, it's gonna be spicy, it's gonna be nostalgic, it's gonna make me really, really happy. Here's just a glimpse of what happened 3 years ago. This was one of the most memorable meals I had in Thailand because if you guys know me, I love pork bones. I love gnawing on it. I love sucking all the marrows, the tendon, just getting all dirty and intimate with it. And this thing was just a mountain of that covered in chilies. How could I not be excited? So this time, I just got an extra large. it's 20 bucks, all right? Whatever I don't eat, I'm gonna take home and eat it for breakfast tomorrow. It'll be okay. It's gonna get finished. It's kind of like I've been in a long distance relationship and I haven't seen her in 3 years, so might be a little nervous. Oh, there it is. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Whoa. This is a lot bigger than I remembered. I don't know what to say. Kind of speechless right now. Oh, this thing is for sure at least 15, 20 pounds. A mountain of pork ribs covered in chili. I just can't stop marveling at it. It is like the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. It looks like a giant mystic pork mountain from, like, I don't know, the realm of Narnia. I mean, I wish it could be a real life-size thing, you know? Where you could climb up the chilly slopes and scale the rib ridge and get to the top. It looks like just a meaty Everest. And instead of snow, they're just chili peppers with this great chili lake on the bottom surrounding it. All right, enough admiring. We're gonna start eating. It's about to get surgical, ladies and gentlemen. I don't even know how to scale this. This is like a giant plate of meat and rib Jenga. Because one wrong move, this whole thing could just come avalanching down. I'm just gonna start with this bone here. Oh my God, this is one bone. And I'm gonna dip it in the chili and meat lake. Get a little more moisture on that sucker. And look at this. We got fat, meat, tendon, cartilage, everything I love to know on right here. Oh my God, just as good as I remembered it. I wanna go ahead and just put some chilies on this baby. I mean, the chilies ain't just for looking at, folks. Eat it with the meat. Spice up your life. This thing doesn't just look good. It tastes awesome. I remember last time I came here, it was a lot hotter. Like, this is a pretty chill night. It's actually perfect for eating this. Once you get through the meat, you get that great crunchy cartilage. This is about as primal and as intimate as you can get with your food. They gave me one napkin. Might not be enough. Just like a real mountain, there's so many magical places to explore. There's like meat and marrow. There's like all these crevices that you cannot waste. Second boulder is coming down. Ooh, ooh, a meaty avalanche.
Hey, watch your video.
Oh, thank you.
Bye. Enjoy your meal.
I go. I really don't know if these people actually know me or they just want to take a picture with my ribs. I'm pretty sure at this point, at the night market, my ribs are more popular than me. That's like the spine. Whew. This thing is slowly coming undone. All right, I'm gonna have to call this. It's a cool evening, so the meat is kind of cooling down too. I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm a little sick of meat. I ate a lot of this thing, but I've been eating all day, and at this point, it just feels like I'm pregnant with food triplets. But it was great getting to eat this again. Just as delicious and spicy as it was 3 years ago. 20 bucks for all this. Might have got overly excited, overdone it a little bit, but hey, ribs for breakfast, no regrets. It was a great first food day in Thailand. Got to try a bunch of noodles that I'm happy for, and ended up with this ginormous thing. This is about as fun as it gets for me. I mean, some people love to go shopping, some people love museums. I just love spending my day eating. All right, I'm gonna work on this a little more, then pack it up and take it home, but all the places I went to, guys, is listed down below for you as usual. Thank you all so much for watching. Until we eat again, wait, actually, it should be changed this time. Until we meet again, see you later.